They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TVA. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city. They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TVA. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city.
Make sure you're tuning in on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Felicia's Madcap Podcast, where making a difference can apply pressure. Now interviewing artists, business owners, survivors, and highlighting our kids while providing updates on community issues. Follow me, DJ Pressure, on Felicia's Madcap Podcast on all your social media platforms.
Take a break. DJ Pressure. We taking a break. Stay tuned. DJ Pressure. We'll be back soon. We taking a break.
All right. So I did go and tag you to the post. Everyone that's tuning in, I am DJ Pressure. This is Felicia's Madcap Podcast. We're making a difference, can apply pressure. And today we have a very special guest, Real S. Dott. How are you today?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good. So I know everybody know you by Real S. Dott. Do you want to give us your government name, or you want to keep it as Real S. Dott?
Nah, you can just call me Dott.
Okay, so you are from Lawtell, Louisiana, correct?
Yeah, Lawtell.
I mean, tell us a little bit about coming up in Lawtell, Louisiana.
Small town, obviously not many people have heard of it. Just, I played sports most of my life, so that was my life. Like I was just, I had the normal life, especially in my younger age, like I say, between sports and just riding bikes. The country life, the thing that's become popular now is something I grew up into, as far as like, the boots and the hat. That's something you can go to the store and see somebody in that every day. That's nothing new for me. Again, everybody know everybody. I love my town, man. Shout out to Lawton.
Well, I remember at one time it was weird for people to have on boots and hats, like people looked at you different, but now it's such a thing and it's completely taken over the trend for nowadays. But just coming up and seeing that, what's your reaction to seeing how things changed over the years?
You can tell who grew up wearing boots and who didn't.
Sure.
By the end of the night, it's in their hands. Some people don't even know how to walk. I mean, it looked nice, but it's something. There's a few things that come with it. You just have to respect it, and it's a trend right now. Everybody wants to be a part of, the thing that's happening, and I get it, But again, just for me, it's something we did in middle school, high school, It was just one of those things, But it's cool. I mean, it's definitely a good look.
Yeah. Now, do you think it's going to play out, or it's going to be an ongoing thing?
Well, for the people that's not really into it, I'm sure it'll play out just like everything else. If you think about how many different trends has came and gone in the last few years, it's countless amounts. Because I mean, what we was doing before this, it was something happening before
Right.
the whole boot thing took over. So, I mean, for the ones that, and then you'll have some people that love it enough to keep it going. But eventually, the majority of the people, it'll fade out.
Now, you have any siblings? I know you have a brother, right?
Yeah, I have an older brother and two older sisters.
Okay. And would you like to share any information about, are your parents, did they ever marry or did you grow up in a single parent home?
Yeah, single parent home. My mama, she the MVP. She still hold it down for me right now. So, shout out to my mama. Big part of, everything I do. She can have whatever she want. So she
Yeah.
part of the reason why I work as hard as I do. And but like I say, she still do stuff for me now, like my insurance card, all that type of stuff. Um, all my siblings really, my siblings especially growing up, they looked out for me at some point in time. So I'm appreciative of all of it.
So you would say you guys are a close knit family.
Yeah, yeah, we cool. We be
Now, are you a mama's boy?
100%. Yeah.
My son is like that too. So tell me, what was your personality like coming up? We know you played the football and stuff, but what was your personality?
Just basically, the average. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because again, I think somebody else would be able to answer that better than I can about myself. Outgoing a little bit. I keep a close circle like I do right now. You know what I'm saying? I never really moved around with a whole bunch of different people. So, me and my circle, we kick it, just natural fun. But again, like um I would say a good 80% of my time was playing sports. Even summertime, I played AAU basketball. So I didn't have a whole lot of free time at no point. But,
Okay.
I just lived and enjoyed life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell me if I'm wrong. I kind of get maybe you was low key, stayed to yourself, didn't bother nobody, just but you enjoyed life.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's where I'm from. We know everybody. Everybody know
Yeah.
everybody. So we just chill and we get out on the trail ride or whatever the scene was, and but which was mostly trail ride, and just chill. I was always a fan of music, so I definitely had to be somewhere where there was music playing and live music preferably, and that was a big part of my life, which it still is now, obviously.
Okay, well, let's talk about your music. Okay. At what point did you feel like you were ready to jump into music?
I was always wanting to be in a band with shout out my boy Leon Chavis. I actually got in a band with him, my brother, my family. 2009 all the way up, well, 2000 like 10, 11, somewhere around 2011 all the way up until 2020.
Hmm.
21, I was in a band with him. So I grew up playing. I used to play the drums too. So I was a drummer for, growing up. My older brother plays the drums. I had a drum set, all that good stuff. So like I said, I always had a love for music.
Hmm.
I just couldn't put enough thought into it because I was doing my sport thing, but it just never went away.
And so, is there any other instruments you have experience with playing?
Nah, just the drums. I can play a few songs on the accordion. I keep saying I need to buy me one. So once I buy my accordion, the drums, and I played the scroll board in the band, obviously for that's what I played for like 10, 11 years. So the drum, scoreboard, like I can do a few songs, one or two songs on the accordion, and yeah, that's about it as far as instruments.
Now, you are seem to be the king of Zydeco music. And so for everyone that don't know what Zydeco music is originated in Louisiana. Zydeco blends Creole, Cajun, and African American music traditions together. Now, was this something new to you in the when you started doing music, or you always was interested in Zydeco music?
Well, Zydeco is the main genre of music where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what we listen to the most.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those things on Sunday morning. The radio station plays Zydeco all day long. So Zydeco, yeah, that's our main genre in Southwest Louisiana.
Now, I want to go ahead and play one of your songs so that everyone can take a listen to it, which we are very much familiar with, but Slow Wine. Let's take a listen to Slow Wine.
For sure.
Oh, let's see here. The mouse.
Attention, attention. We need all the sexy haters to report to the dance floor. That's right. Still. We gonna have a good time. We gonna live it. Let's go. Girl, you looking good out on the dance floor. The way you moving got me watching, got me wanting more. That's right. I'm trying to hold back. Don't want to lose control, cause you're throwing it all back. And I gotta take a step back, cause you're so fine. I'm losing my mind watching you.
Okay, when it comes to slow wine, how did
Mhm.
slow wine come about?
I just got the idea. We used to play a lot of shows in Dallas, Texas when I was in a band, and they would shuffle to all of the songs because they hadn't yet uh, made themselves familiar with Zydeco. Zydeco has his own dance, Zydeco dancing, and they hadn't started Zydecoing yet, so they would shuffle. So I'm like, well, if I do a shuffle, of my own, I can at least have a bunch of shows, hopefully in Dallas. I can get bookings in Dallas because the song will be a shuffle. They gonna love it. Again, they were new to Zydeco, so I hooked up with Corey Broussard, who's featured on the song, amazing producer as well, and just we put it together, and the rest has been history.
What do you love so much about that song?
Man, just the song really made, introduced me to the world. You know what I'm saying? Not only did it introduce me to the world, statistics show that it's still very much relevant. Like this song is 5, 6 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's still trending. You go on TikTok for you on the For You page, it's all over. Like just to have success for that long when you have so many different shuffles coming up every day, I'm
Yeah.
I'm just thankful for it. So it's just opened up doors. It's still opening up doors. My first single, so many different reasons, and it's just it's really a blessing.
Now, how many songs in all would you say you have that's out on your platforms right now? Is it about five?
I have an album and a few singles now, six, probably about 10 maybe. I actually have 2 albums already.
Okay.
Uh, I changed platforms on my distributing company, and I had not yet uploaded my first album back up yet. But so,
Uh-huh.
including that one, I mean, I would probably have like 14, 13, 14 songs. Yeah.
Okay. And so where do you see yourself heading from now with everything that's going on?
Just to stay original, I'm always pay homage to my Zydeco roots and tread the lines in between. I do Southern Soul songs as well, but I'm probably the only artist that's, I've had successful Southern Soul songs as well
Mhm.
as major authentic Zydeco songs as well.
Now you have 183 over 183,000 followers on IG, 112 thousand followers on TikTok, and 12 over 12,000 on Facebook. Now, are you surprised at the reaction and type of attention that you have gotten so far?
Um, Surprised, not really. I mean, the songs you have to consider that these
Mhm,
songs have millions of views. So
mhm.
the people that really do their research and trickle back to my social media platforms, that's pretty much where they come from, and it's just it's all the process. I can't say that I'm surprised, but I'm very much so thankful for the people that take the time to follow me and reach out every now and then.
What's your motivation?
The just seeing what this music can really do for you. I've recently got into real estate. I own a few properties, and just
Mhm.
being able to provide and do things like that, for my kids, like I say, my mama, and just break general curses. Like there's a lot of people. If you pay attention to these, a few of these people, you can know who doing it and who really doing it, who making
Now,
it look good and who is good too. So I mean, to me, that's enough motivation to just to be able to continue to provide for my family.
now, growing up in Louisiana and having the influence of Zydeco music, what artists would you say also influence you that's out?
As far as Zydeco music or just any artist in the world,
Any artists in general?
I grew up listening to old school. Like I like Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor, them types of people. I used to love Usher. So Michael Jackson, like that was all my influences, like people
Mhm.
like that. You know what I'm saying? I never really did much rap music at all, you know. And when I did, it was Houston artists. I was listening to Zero, Slim Thug, people like that.
Now, when we talk about the music and influence and stuff, well, I'm gonna save that question. Let's go ahead and play Cowgirl Trail Ride.
Horses in the stable. I love the way you ride, 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 ride it. Horses in the stable. Trail ride it. This is the cowgirl trail ride. Horses in the stable. I love the way you ride, 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 ride it. Horses in the stable. Cowgirl trail ride. Ride it, baby, to the music. Cowgirl, cowgirl trail ride. My saddle is waiting for you to come so you can ride it.
All right, are you there, Dot? Let's see. We're gonna take one quick break, y'all. We'll be right back so he gets back in.
Take a break. DJ Pressure. We taking a break. Stay tuned.
Okay, hey, I was wondering where you went. Can you hear
Yeah,
me? Okay,
yeah, I
good.
got you.
Okay, so how did the connection between you and Tony and Marnie happen?
I had the track for I actually write easier in my opinion, like when I'm writing for myself and somebody else, which is why I do use so many featured artists sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this track for a long time, and I just crossed a few of his songs. We had never really met. And
Mm-hmm.
once I finished writing the song and getting the concept, I hit him up and I ran it by him, and we made it happen from there.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think with the whole collaboration, it was an awesome idea. All because we know in the music industry, sex sells everything, So we got, and I hate to be like demonstrating colorism or whatnot, but two light skinned guys, and y'all take good care of yourselves. So, and y'all, ladies love that. So I feel like even just doing a track together kind of drew even heavier attention. Everything was perfect for putting out a track when it comes to sales. You got the looks, you got the music, you got the influence of the women, the song dedicated to cowgirls. I mean, it was perfect. So when y'all put this song out, and getting the type of attention that it got, I mean, were you like, wow, at any point,
I'm like, wow, right now. There's a bunch of songs that come and go, but this song right here gonna be around for a long time.
uh-huh.
Uh, Actually, we getting back to reaching peak on TikTok. Like looking at the statistics of everything again. Like everybody got made up charts and made up stuff. So if you hear me speak on statistics a lot, that's because that's important to me. You know, sometimes even for young artists, you know, don't ever feel left out of one of these. Opinionated charts that go around every day on Instagram and on Facebook because you know those don't even pay you, you know, and it's not all about money, but it's about knowing your worth, you know.
Right.
As a new artist, you can be down about that, you know, and I know the feeling because a lot of these people who do these, you know, make these charts, they don't know me not because of my music not being good, because it's just not like I'm not in that world. Like I'm in a world of my own. Like I'm not. I don't sit down with a lot of Southern Soul people. You know what I'm saying? So they look at me as a Zydeco artist. So it may be like, well, you know, this is Southern Soul chart. You do Zydeco, whatever the case may be. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Yeah.
I just appreciate people in the world, you know, that's
Mm.
unbiased. And at the end of the day, you know, your fans and people who enjoy your music, that's who gonna make you.
Right. So the question I was going to ask you earlier was that when somebody meet you
Hmm.
and it's their first time meeting you or talking to you, what kind of conversation or personality that will actually capture your attention, to make you, want to give time to something, because I'm pretty sure you're not one of those type of people that, go for foolishness or anything. I would say somebody that's about their business, know their facts, know what they're talking about, know what they're talking about when they're approaching you. I don't think you have a lot of time to waste, but I'm not going to answer it for you. But that's what I mean.
Yeah. A person like as in a fan or a DJ or a promoter, like what
anyone you
type of
giving
person?
anyone you giving your time to, if you're taking time out your day and you're tuned in until them approaching you and asking you about business,
Yeah.
what kind of things draw your attention? You know what I mean when you
Uh,
talk.
ju- just a person that want to learn, you know.
Yeah,
Uh, a lot of people don't just have people to help them or give them advice. You know, so anybody who's willing enough to ask me a business question, especially, I respect that. You know, on a business level, because again, it takes a lot to do that. Some people are unapproachable, in a
yeah,
sense where they don't even want to have that conversation. You know, and you know, a lot of times people for some reason feel like I'm not one of those persons, but I am. You know, after people meet me, you can find, I'm sure, hundreds of comments under my pictures where people like, man, you so cool, nice to meet you, and you know, you down to earth, you chill with your fans, you kick it. And I'll be like, well, what y'all thought I was before? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's normal. You know, that's really who I am. Like I'm so appreciative of the people that support me. Like I'm always kick it with y'all. Like I'm always, you know, you can, a lot of times you'll find me walking around having a drink. You know, again, and that's just an understanding the importance of the support from the people.
right. So now that we talked about your music, I just want to talk about, is there any accomplishments we need to acknowledge that we haven't talked about?
Oh man, it's a lot coming in. It's a lot happening. Everybody always asks me, you know, how I feel, and like I mentioned earlier, a lot of it I'm still just taking in, you know, because I'm living in it right now. So, um, just thankful, man. Like I said, just to have two major records that's so relevant in the world of where it's 10,000 shuffles coming out every day. You know, there's a shuffle I'm sure somebody getting ready to drop right now if you look on there. And for me to have two of the top, I would say 10 in the world, you know, that's big for me, you
I'm
know.
looking to see you on the Grammys one day.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm,
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm definitely. I think that's definitely possible for you. Now, are you involved in any community projects or any other projects that we need to bring
Of
attention to?
course, I do a school drive every year.
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, I give back. I just recently donated for sponsored a young lady a wig for a young lady who maybe has hair loss problems due to alopecia or whatever the cause may be. This was a few weeks ago actually. Shout out to my homegirl Bree. She's a hairstylist, so I got with Bree and I was able to sponsor a young lady. So it's just, you know, I'm always doing something. I
Mhm.
have so many things going on. I'm very active in the community. Um, I sponsored over 50 kids last year, the school drive. So, you know, I'm giving, you know, and again, just, I think part of the blessing is what you can give back to people. You know, it's what you receive.
Now, that was one question I did forget to ask you before we get ready to close out. And
Mhm.
I think you have a little girl, right? A
Yeah, I have
daughter?
a son. I have a daughter and a son.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure we give attention to them.
Yeah.
And I know those are blessings. Those kids are blessings. And so I know you have them set and well taken care of, and they're gonna follow in Dad's leadership. So let's shout out your management team. Miss Rice.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
anyone wants to book you, they can call 281-826-9894. And they can also reach out to you on IG. That's at real
Don't reach
underscore.
out me to book me. Nah, nah, nah.
I
Nah, I'm
told you,
messing with you.
I told you I'm still getting over being sick, and you got me about to cough. Now,
Nah, nah, my bad. Yeah, y'all reach out, man. Holla at me.
and you know, Facebook, everybody know Real S Dot, TikTok
Let's
at
do
Real
it.
S Dot. Everything pretty much is at Real S Dot. And you know,
Everything,
like,
everything.
and for email is booking S Dot, I believe.
Right. Booking s.dot at Gmail.
At gmail.com. So is there any positive notes you would like to leave us with today before you go?
Y'all just keep going, man. Whatever you doing, don't stop.
Well, I personally want to thank you for being a part of my podcast today, and I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy, and I look forward to all the greatness that you have to put out and give to the world. And I just want to say blessings.
It's all love. Back at you. I appreciate you for having me.
You have a blessed night.
All right, baby. You too.
They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Yeah, this ain't TVA. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city. They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come with this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TVA. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city.
Make sure you're tuning in on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Felicia's Madcap Podcast, where making a difference can apply pressure. Now interviewing artists, business owners, survivors, and highlighting our kids while providing updates on community issues. Follow me, DJ Pressure, on Felicia's Madcap Podcast on all your social media platforms.